Alrighty, what is up, YouTube? Well, shoot. Alrighty, I have no idea what happened there, but something done messed up. Anyways, we're just rocking straight into this puppy. Dream's looking okay. Alrighty. Okay, so we're on Say Owl Whoa. It's in the middle of the night because I was grinding. I was trying to work on a bear grind, but yeah. It's just all a work in progress, and I just slowly taking bears down. Today is we're gonna do one normal rotation to get used to Fallow again. Then we're gonna get the crossbow and take down a great one Fallow. Yeah, looking forward to that. Looking forward to getting to take down a great one Fallow, you know. Another one for the collection, right? It's actually one I need to make a multi-mount, so. In ideal, I put all of my dream great ones on the thumbnail, which is I want a 50-50 rack moose. That's number one great one that I like. That's probably my top great one in the game, just because they look so good, so very good. And I couldn't find a picture of one until Crow got his, like a really good one, you know, so I could just take a. So I could yeah, it was pretty rough to find a picture of one, but yeah. Anyway, so yeah, we're going 50-50 rack on the great one moose. That's my dream great one overall, just because first of all, you can't argue with him. Moose just looks so no arguing with the fact that moose look phenomenal. Anyway, so yeah, that's what one of my dream ones are. But for the Fallow, I want blade hooded and whatchamacallit, typical whatchamacallit. Oh, there it is. There's the great one. It's hooded too, so I love that. That's the best part about it, that it's hooded. I kind of freaked out when I saw it was hooded at first, then I realized it was a rack I already have, but there he is. Dude, they're just popping like crazy in that zone. If that other vote went to Bantang, because I have a vote up still. It's still live technically because I haven't made a video on either yet. Need to go ahead and make a video. But let's not shoot him. What I'm trying to do right now with these rotations is try and make sure I have all good, like higher levels stacked up. Ensure that the great one won't push him down, but if anything, but lift him up once I shoot him. Of course, he'll probably respawn to this. And I'm also going to try and only grind Fallow on stream, and I'm going to grind moose off stream. Well, at least the first part of them, because they're terrible. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get it better, but yeah, anyway. So, I found a good amount of my moose so far. Pretty solid amount of them. Yeah. I need to turn down the music just to. I don't, it's okay. I think it's okay. Yeah, it should be. Maybe just a tad. Hang on a minute. It gets loud. Right there's pretty good. Okay. Oh my gosh, why does it do that? Why it do that? I said, why it do that, man? Why it do that? Why it do that? Why it do that? Huh? Why it do that? Why it do that? Why it do that? That's crazy. Why does it be doing that? Oh my god, this microphone stand, man. It's just outrageous, you know? You're meant to hold the mic, not make it dangle everywhere. Good lord. Man, good night. Is that better now? Huh? You like that better, Mr. Mike? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. Stand. Pretty rough, but to be fair, you get what you pay for. So, you know, I'm probably honestly gonna, after this stream, take off my mic and super glue the part. It's the part that connects the mic to the stand. Stand's pretty solid. Well, not really. I have a wonky desk, first of all. I need to get a different desk. These are all, like, minor. Like, I don't really need a new desk, but it's just pissing me off that I have to deal with this stand. It's pretty bad. The stand itself is pretty good. If I had a flat desk, that'd be nice, but I don't. I have a desk with this strange, like, it almost like turns into a, like, it goes from a flat desk, which would be at about a 90-degree angle or whatever. It almost goes down to like an 80 or 70 as it tapers off. Pretty cool until you consider the fact that it's not so cool when trying to mount a microphone. Hey, this sounds good. This is all just a little bit of preparation. Making sure all our zones are in good health before we shoot the great one, because I used the great one in the past to... I used the first great one I spawned, actually, to really knock out some of my herd management, so I'm just ensuring that we have big ones in all the zones that are here. And if they're small, we're shooting. If they're big, don't worry about it. Okay. Okay. And then we're gonna get the crossbow out, and we're gonna go for it. However, wish I had taken it in the range beforehand, but figure it out as we go. Sweet. Awesome. Okay. Making sure we have max weight popping, that's all. And the zone shit. Here's the interesting thing. By the time my zones get consistent, I spawn another great one at this point. It's honestly, I wish that everybody had luck like this. It's so much fun. It's like, what combo do I want? That was ideal. That was a good move there, but now I need to find another zone. But anyway. That was, I don't have to find a deal. If I happen to find another. Alright, I think we go for it. Let's go for a go. And we're currently at 30 kills on this fallow grind. Not the one with the great one. The great one took 300 something. I posted it. Y'all can look at it if you really want to. Alrighty. Get our loadout. Specific great one gun loadout. This is incorrect. We want to pull out the 22 rifle. I thought I saved it differently, but apparently not. Am I slow? I don't see the 22. There's the Virant 20. Okay. Take all these out. Pop in this 22 ammo for now. I'm gonna buy different ammo in the future. Pop everything out. Leave that. That's good. That's all good. Yeah, we might want a tent as well if at some point. So we're gonna hit R to save. Okay. We want the crossbow, which I don't think I've purchased. Do I have the crossbow? I do. Okay, let's go into storage. Or should I take it with a shotgun? I think the crossbow. Actually, let's just take it with the regular bow. What I'm feeling like doing. Because I actually have experience with the regular bow on Fallow in the past. 420 rank. Or 2 to 7. Would be nice. 420 grains. Let's do the rangefinder bows. Oh, really? Okay. Just for time being. That. Let's take it with the bow. Okay. Alright. Ammo. That. That. Lures were good. Oh, it's convenient. We're gonna have to do a time reset just to give us the optimal amount of time to shoot at this thing. The bow sight working. It is indeed working. Alright. That's just tough. Alrighty, taking them with the bow. Okay. Why do I have no ammo? Can I ever equip it? Aha. That's all I need. I don't need anything else necessarily. Okay. There he is. Let's go get us a 10 fabled. Let's go. Make sure I can cover the classes. Okay, can classes 2 to 7 is pretty insane. 4. Let's do a little markage. He's gonna be about 10 meters in front of that, so we need to stop running right about now. We just start searching. Oh, he's perfect. Oh, if I had a rifle. A 160. If and only if I had a rifle. Trying to keep visual. Alright. So annoying. I think he's calm. I can't tell though. I can't see him. Oh well. Something happened. Now he's alert. I know that's alert. Is there any other way I can get it? I'm gonna come around this way this time. Last time I went straight and there's not really a good angle. Just a problem. But I think if we creep on this water's edge, we can kind of see through the grass or whatever. Or around the grass, excuse me, if we creep this way. I mean, yeah, it clears after this. I can see that fallow now, but I can't see the great one at all. It isn't spooking either. I need to find a better way to this zone. Another way could be to run up on the shore, but we would do that if we had a rifle, but where's the great one at? There's the rack. You can kind of sort of see him. Right there is what I was talking about. There was that slight angle on it. 100 meters. Let's go ensure that we're 0 to 40. I think our best bet might actually be going into the tripod. Might be. Let's just crawl then. And with the bow, it shouldn't give us too bad of an angle either. Let's just go for it. Worst case scenario, we can always reset the time. Good Lord willing, I won't botch another one. Oh, the first one. Well, I won't have my first botch. How about that? I've already gotten one. I haven't botched any yet. I have no idea if he's fleed yet. Nor do I honestly care. He flees, he flees. He only has one way to go, which is that one. I haven't seen him yet. Alright, perfect. Now let's get into tripod. Look at that. Terrible shot. Pretty close on. We got 20 probably. That's pretty actually. Alright. Here we go. Let's see if we can get him to move for. Let's try and call him. He should come right up to us. There it is. Right up to it. Right there. Dude, he is right on us. He was 9 meters away. That one's spooked. Wow, if we could do that again, but he would stop, that would be great. Oh, hang on. Don't run away. Or just walk away, that's fine too, you know. Alright as well, I guess. We don't want you to walk away though. We want you back over here, buddy. Not the end of your drink time. Come back here, boy. That might not have been my best plan. Yes, come here. Yes, come this way. Call you some more if you want. Now come this way and sit still. Do it one more time. A little closer, he's gonna stop. Here we go. Got a little closer that time. Stop. Let's make him stop moving. 22 trick. No, he's not gonna come back though. Alright, I need to call him in and then 22 trick him. Get back here, boy. Where are you running off to? There you go, do a little loop. I literally could not call you in. Now you're gonna get stuck on that side of the river, eh? Just not cooperating. Oh my. Wait, he can walk in the water? Jesus, dear. Y'all can flee. That's great that y'all are on that side of me. What's not so great is how the great one's just chilling on the other side of the river. I need you over here, buddy, old pal. Please come over here. Would you? Alright, they're gone. Oh my god. Are you serious? Gotta be joking. I'm gonna get a shot. Oh, give me no shot at all. Not happy with that. It's gonna take a lot longer than I thought to get one with. We might, we'll just go straight into Moose after this. That was kind of the plan, but I thought it'd be a little quicker. I thought we'd be right about now. We'd be moving. But purely because we have to get so close on them. Hello? Anybody any great ones home? No? Try again. Wow, that's interesting. I've shot bullets around him. And he spooked off, but he hasn't, like, just spooked off and vanished. He's came back. Doesn't make any sense. And I can usually see him as well. Okay. Get up in the tripod again. I like that. See, if we had a rifle, if only 300-meter shot, bang, dead. If only he'll stay like that. Put your head down and drink right there. You won't. Alright, let's just mark where we think he is about. Is that proper? No, he's... We use the R to place a waypoint thing. Where's he at? It sucks how the cursor's like way up in the sky, bro. Like, whatever. If that's where it thinks it is, that's where he is. Like, he's actually 100 less than that. He's actually in a great spot. We can see him as well. Let's just walk our way up. We're gonna go to right about. As soon as we stop being able to watch him, we'll crouch. We don't want him to move because he set himself up very well. He isn't attentive. If he was attentive, he would perk his antlers up more. Like that one over there, I think is attentive. This. Crawl back up there and take whatever shot he will give to us. And instead of using the collar, we're gonna use two. That way he'll be more likely to move. I didn't know it was this hard, man. If it was to cooperate, like the last one we did, didn't cooperate, but then it did cooperate. If it doesn't cooperate again, man, I don't even... It's so tough to pull out the 22 in a timely manner, you know it. Hold down. If we can't, if this can let us crawl up, we would. Close as possible. No way, we're only 16 meters away from you. Not possible. We're about 50 meters away from him, so no more. No more Speed walking. Speed crawling, whatever. This puts us right about 40 meters out as well. If he's broadside. I mean, if he's not broadside. If he is, he'll be right at about 25. Sound like Mexican. Man, this is like a whole adventure, you know? Now I'm getting a little bit of adrenaline built up. Usually if I stack great ones like this, I have no adrenaline at all. It's kind of... Oh, I'm getting a little bit nervous about this one. The only thing I'm getting nervous about is that it's not going to ever cooperate, and we're going to have to change up the gameplay. I'd like to take a great one with the bow. But just this zone is so painful. Like, if I could see him right now, I'd probably take a 60-meter shot. But I can't. This zone is just too painful. I have no eyes on him at all. Honestly, it guarantees you that if a great one spawns in the next zone, we're using a bow or probably the crossbow on the next one. If we can get this one to cooperate with the bow. If this doesn't happen, we're going to pick another gun and we're just going to pop him with it. I'm kind of feeling like the 223 might be cool. Or the new gun. Ooh. Yeah, we're going to use the new gun if he doesn't cooperate here. We use the Zagan Varminter. That's what it's called, the Zagan Varminter. Let's see if he's even still here. I honestly doubt it. Hope he didn't run off at some point, but okay, he's still there. And he's broadside. This is perfect. Alrighty. Perfect shot. Roughly 30 away, so we're good. We're 0 for 20. Use this. Why is it doing that? That's not right at all. Well, because I'm 0 for 60, that's why. Alright, you ready? Here we go. We got him. I see vital blood. Let's go! Great one down, and it's my favorite fur type as well. Not rack and fur combo. My favorite rack and fur combo for this would be Fabled Hooded. That's insane. I love this fur. Look at the sheen. It's just awesome, man. That is crazy. I love this. Love this fur so much. Just wish it was a blade rack. That's all. And that was a blade rack, dude. That'd be insane. Look at him. Oh, it was low. What in the world? Barely. I don't think it shot that. That's why I think the rangefinder sight is absolutely screwed. But yeah, barely got him. Anyway, yeah, it still counts. Yeah, whatever. Great one, boy. Let's go. That's crazy. Fallow grind time. Make that multi-map. Wait, no. Thank God they're all different furs, too. If they weren't different furs, I don't know. Still think that the best one I have so far is the silver with that rack. Check trophy manager really quick. Okay, we got him. Yeah, I still think the best one is got to be the silver with that rack. Oh yeah, I moved my lodge around just a little bit. There's all my max dimes and big dimes. I don't know. I'm stuck, but I really do think that this one is better with this rack. Anyway. Move. Ape. Multi-mount. Puddle fallow. Start assembly. We want... I don't know which one. I think this one on the outside. This one in the middle. This one on the outside. That's what I wanted as well. Is there another pose though? I don't really want to show off this. Oh, that's good. Maybe more like... There, way. I just want to show off. These two furs specifically, you know. Probably put them next to each other, but I think it's better like this in the middle. that's pretty good as well. We'll leave it like that. Looks kind of wonk. It's like they're looking the wrong way. That one's not bad either. We'll go with that one. Yeah, pretty good. Combo. Need to just make it that way just to add some speed. Yeah, like it. That's 4 great ones on that one. I need to add one to the great one counter. That's 5. Wow. Can't believe we've already got 5 fallow. That's insane. I just don't really like how if I had a golden of any other rack, I'd move him to that, and then I'd get something else for in there. But let's go ahead and hop on to Leighton, and let's just get some of these gooses. Oh my lordy lord, that was kind of loud. Get some moose stones. Okay. We don't need this loadout at all anymore. So happy we got that done. I'm gonna have to make it short on that for, would say usually say for Wednesday, because this would be yesterday. But me being all brilliant and stuff. Okay, actually this is perfect drink time as well. I decided to kind of let's just say mess it up a little bit. Did I ever even run this side? I don't think I even ran this side. Well, I think I need to run both sides. Which side did I run? I need to run this side and this side. I need to do. But I don't necessarily want to. It's okay. We'll run it. I can go ahead and close out of the counter. I doubt we're going to spawn a green here. But, yeah, let me... Sorry, I have a map that I'm making for myself. Okay, yeah. I need to run all up through here. I need to stop right about here. I think what happened is I ran this, and then I had to turn off my computer so suddenly that it just crashed itself, basically. You do a time change just to see if they're getting theirs. That might be it. I was like literally lost like 15 minutes of progress because my computer just, because the game crashed or whatever. Let's set it for 1350 for about an hour to be at their zones. If I'm not mistaken, they drink from 12 to 16. I'll give time. See there. Wow, these are more in this zone than I thought were even there. Hang on a minute. See, this is why. Not sure if those are solos bouncing. Let's mark that zone. That could be really good if that's not solos bouncing around. And it's open, and I already have a tent here. I mean, just to be fair, it is a 300-meter shot, but that's good. That on the map. See, it's one of those things where if you're at the wrong time, at the wrong zone. This is why I'm trying to make a map of zones that I want to look at, because it's possible that these zones are not any good, and so I'm making them yellow. And if they turn out to be a bust, like these are just 2 solos that are bouncing around, and that's beautiful. Okay, I'm looking at the estimate on him. It looks like we need one that's sub 170. Kind of what a 2 is looking like, sub 170. I remember that for when I'm soloing down 3s. Just watching the score estimate. Yeah, I'm weird. I do it based off a score estimate. Isn't that crazy? Because I have no idea what the racks for each species are. So that's what we're rocking with. This is how I've always done it too. Just look at what a 2 looks like and compare it. Looks like the top of the estimate needs to be sub 170 is what it's looking like. Check again. Yeah. There's another zone. Started looking for zones yesterday. I got from here up moose stones. I got, I think, most of the lakes on this side I hit. Even the mystery lake. I need to check the mystery lake more thoroughly. I just didn't. Ooh, that is actually kind of strange. They're split like that. That tells me that it might be 2 herds. Why it might still be a bust. We're gonna run. The goal by the end of the stream is just to run this side thoroughly. I'm just trying to do a thorough run, you know. up to this point here. We did it at both sides up here, you know. All that. I think we have a really good zone right here. Because they're supposed to drink on this body of water, but they actually drink out here on the river. And right here, there's a land bridge, so it's going to be ideal. And since they drink out on the river, there's not much... Whoa. Not much bro. Uh-huh. Indeed. That one was almost leavable, but we're going to have to shoot him. I should probably shoot these as I go, but I kind of want to stack diamonds in main zone first, which I haven't even determined where they exist yet. So, yeah. Yeah, the rest of the stream is going to be pretty on the down low. It's going to be pretty much me just trying not to talk when I see or hear a moose call. I have to determine the direction. And my mic has a little bit of an extra output on it, just so I can, you know, be aware of what I'm saying, whether it's loud enough or not. And that's why I sometimes press the map, because I'm checking Streamlabs, see what's going on. Gotta make sure we're chilling. I think we are, though. We definitely need to check that body of water. I have on auto run, because once you're already out on the waterway, there's no need to creep around, in my opinion. Worst case scenario, you spook one out of its zone, you know which direction the zone's in, you run that way and pick it up. Like the zone, not the animal. But yeah, I've decided that my fallow map is pretty good. But I did all herds. Kind of what I'm doing for moose, but I'm doing all herds with 2 or more bucks in them. Because I guarantee you that 1/2 to 3/4 to 2/3 of these, probably more like 2/3 to 1/4 of these zones that I'm marking down are going to end up having solos mixed in. Like, one of them was outrageous. I don't remember where it was. I think it's somewhere up here. One of these, I think it's one of these two or something like that. One of them right in this area was outrageous. It was like 3 cows and $4, and I was like, if that's really $4, that's going to be an insanely good zone to grind. But I think it's 2 herds sharing a zone, so as long as I shoot them down 1 and 1, I should be fine. Like, I'm gonna... Ooh. That call is across. I can't get there right now. We'll run that side next. See, it's gonna be like, this is just so repetitive. You run one side and you check the main body of water and the lakes on that side. Then you get up to about here, and depending upon how much time you have left, I would usually turn around and come back, but I don't think I'm having much time. I'm doing it in sections, so I already did here north. Because this river's outrageously long on Layton. There's also too many moose stones. Not bad on Layton, supposedly. Supposedly it's like 110 tops, so I will take it. I found 90 on Medved, but that's out of 140, and I'm like, I'm not doing another 60 or however 50. Not doing it. So that's where we're at. And since there's less zones, it should be less herd management, therefore more time spent grinding. Well, we get grinding sooner, therefore great ones quicker. And it just all checks out. We're gonna do this till for probably about another 30 minutes, and I'm gonna hop off as once again, I'm just really busy this week. I'll figure it out eventually, a way to work around it, but I think I basically got it figured out. I need to spend any breaks I have during the day working on my work, and then whenever I can, just hop on and stream, because like today I was supposed to start at 4 like I promised, but did I? No. Wanna know why not? Because I was busy. What a great question. What a great Q&A with me. Why weren't you streaming today, man? I really missed you. Oh, well, I was busy. No, really? Yes, I was. What are you talking about? Dude, it's just so unbelievable how, like, I feel like it's easier to stream than it is to make content, because all I have to do is just blabber. But it's like you have to find time to make the content. That's why I'm saying I'm gonna probably post like 1 long form video a month. It's gonna be outrageous, maybe 2, depending upon what's going on. If I get a super rare or something, then I might tie it in with some great ones and then pop it into a video, you know, because I'm mainly doing grinding. However, I do want to do a little bit of other stuff, such as education and all that. So my next video is probably actually going to be Bantang guide. That's what is the current leader of the poll. But yeah, if y'all want to vote for that, y'all can. Seems like, ooh. Which is kind of strange, because for me personally, given the option, if I was given the option by a creator, to do a Great One guide as to how they're spawning Great Ones, or to watch a Bantang guide, I understand Bantangs are new and all that, and it might be a little bit of hype, but like, think about future, you know? Once everybody knows about Bantangs, there's nothing else more to know. But Great One guides are so good, because who can say that their last 3 grinds have been sub 100, sub 500? I can. But who else can? Not very many people. So I'm just saying, like, a guide for that would be insanely good for the community, as they would learn how to spawn Great Ones really fast. At least Fallow, dear Great Ones. I need to figure out the Moose, but something tells me they're pretty similar. So if I can figure out the Moose and get them like every 80, because generally Moose are like an average to long grind is about 750. Like, you're entering that average grind zone. Like, most people say they're always sub 1.5k. If they're not, then you have a long grind. And so far, that's applied to my Fallow, even though it's not really supposed to. Yeah, this is a pretty good spot. If there was a moose zone over there, we would be in heaven, but I don't think there is. Not right now, at least. Even though we're pretty deep in their drink time. They'd be starting to arrive if they're late. I usually set the times for about 14:30, but I think I found it a little. There's a little, you know. Another thing that I find interesting is that I had already found this zone over here. I'm sorry, this one, and I just so happened to like check it again, and there's more deer there. So I don't know. That's why I was tempted to say earlier that they were solos, but they're definitely not just solos. It could be other things as well. It could just be a big old herd. If it's a big old herd, that's ideal. But I'm just marking all of the zones where I've seen. Okay. That happens 2 times. That's a herd, but is there one more? I want to be able to, just want to keep it as efficient as possible. We might end up grinding a single boy like that. Oh, he might even be a lever too. Not sub 170, but I think that his rack might be small enough. Put your head up. I think that rack's small enough to leave. We're not gonna mark it though, because I don't see 2. I really don't care, even if it's a level 2 and a level 4. I don't care. I'm just marking for numbers. That's one thing I definitely learned from Fallow, that if you pick your zones carefully, you'll get great ones. Like, first of all, please, for goodness sake, if you do a Fallow grind, please pick some that are like on the river part. Just those 2 zones, like the one that I just shot the great one at and the one across from it. Because it's so efficient. And you might not even have zones there at the start. I didn't have zones there at the start of my Fallow grind. I was shooting and shooting, and then I realized, okay, I just shot out a herd from this zone. Let's go look for it. And they both popped up on rivers. So all I'm saying is that would be a major key in my guide, talking about how great big zones. Because that is definitely true. 100% can confirm that I truly believe that when you spawn a great one in one zone, you better be looking at that zone very carefully, because it'll typically pop another at some point. And I also think that some spawn way more than others. Like, for example, my first great one spawned on the coast, which nobody hunts the coast because they usually have solos. Well, not me, because I'm special in my own way. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, on the coast, people don't spawn them. Well, look at me go, you know, just popping them great ones like they're nothing. Now, I honestly do think that I need to watch that one zone on that lake that I shoot across. How insane it is that 3 of my last... 2 of my last 4 Fallow. I mean, 2... Well, yeah, basically 2 out of my 3 short grinds have been... You know, whatever. I guarantee you that all my grinds totaled up are sub 3,000. It's always good to pick up a mallard, so if I'm ever gonna hunt mallard. But yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, so yeah, I bet I could only get up this coast. I kind of knew that going in. I think I might have to set the time and run it. What is this? I've decided that I'm gonna have to do whitetail on Rev, because I'm trying to keep my maps separate, you know? It's fine to do both grinds on one map, but it's just kind of annoying, you know? Like, if I ever decide, okay, I want to go back to whitetail, or I want to take a break from whitetail and go hunt moose, I'm gonna have to pick up all my tents and tripods, make a map of my zones before I do that. Then once I picked up all my tents and tripods, I'm gonna have to put them down at another map of all my zones. I'm thinking, why don't I just find some zones on Rev? Even though well, I'm not doing bad on Rev. I have 20. Yeah, it's not bad, but it's not good. I have more moose now than I do fallow. Well, not on this map. On this map, I have all my fallow zones, because I was going to do a grind here. But then I asked one of my viewers, and they said, that is definitely a lever 3. You cannot convince me that that's not. Okay, I see it now. That rack literally has no shovel, like no paddle at all. Drink, please. Thank you. I need to look away for a little bit. I need to stay kind of in this area. Let's look now. Or don't give me the zone. That's fine too. Whatever. Float your boat. Oh, that's because I already have this zone. Duh. This is the hardest part of the grind in my... second hardest part. Hardest part is shooting solos. Because it's this mixed with shooting one or two animals every 20 minutes. A little bit worse than it. I think I'm gonna shoot them down past 160, like below 160. That's what I'm gonna do. That's kind of the number I'm settling on, seeing that that 3 goes all the way down to 114. Because I'm just trying to get a range for where the 3s are gonna be herd managed down to a point. I don't want a diamond farm out of it, by all means. I just want to do enough HM to spawn great ones. That's literally it. Diamond moose don't really interest me. They're cool. I probably won't tax anything but like the 285s plus, but it's kind of like the fallow where I'm kind of just in it for super rares at this point in time. I'm in both of these for rares and great ones. That's about what I'm at now. Can you imagine what a shot? Bang! It wouldn't be that, because I'd have to get a hard shot, which I need to practice by shooting moose. There's no better way to practice in a hunting game than by shooting the species, practicing to shoot. Like, for example, I think that the only gun that I've taken a great one fallow with that I hadn't practiced pretty much with a lot was would have been the muzzle loader. I've taken a moose with all the other guns. I mean, a fallow with all the other guns. I wish I got a muzzle loader. I really do want to like a mixed rack, like. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's run the coast again. I'm really just trying to get this left side river done. All the rest of the zones are kind of like, okay, I know there's zones on this lake probably. I know there's zones probably in here. There's probably a lot of zones on this reservoir. But I'm just trying to get the places where they're annoying to find. And this would be one of them. It definitely would. What is that? Really? I have a moose zone on an island? Okay. An interesting spot to have a moose. Yeah, that's a nice one there. Yeah, that's just such a good one to take a 300-meter shot with a pickup. Assuming that they're a herd. Which is why we're gonna shoot them as if they're a herd. You know what? I'll show the process one day on stream when we start actually grinding these ones. We're just trying to get the setup going. And once we get there, I'll probably stream Moose HM. Because nobody wants to see any of my videos. Good lord. Tell me about it, man. Everybody's always like, why don't you do a video? Well, they're not really doing that, you know. Sitting there. They're like, in my head, I'm thinking, okay, well, they probably want to see a video, like a long form. So I make a long form. It's not even that long. They're usually like sub 5 minutes because I try and cut to the point instead of going, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. and in today's video, we're going to be talking about how blank blankety blank blank about blank blankety blank blank with blank blankety blank blank. See, I'm drawing a blank already. I don't even know how to waste time in the intro. Oh, and by the way, guys, please consider liking and subscribing if you enjoy the content. Other than that, let's hop straight into Hunter Call. Finally, it took you like a minute to explain that. Anyway, I just don't want to sound like that either. Finally, thank God we're hopping into Hunter All the Wild. And some people might also enjoy those long intros, but I'm like, can you just like show me the meat and potatoes? Like literally Crow's Great One video, I literally skipped to the end just to see like what a non-tip looks like in the harvest screen. Oh, well, a non-tip. A 50-50 rack moose, because that's one that I just wanted to see what I'm looking for and how easy it is to identify. And it's not very easy when you first spot it, depending upon what angle you're at. So I was like, okay, that's interesting, good to know. And then I turn off the video. And I probably watched 3 or 4 minutes total. It's just the attention span of myself and some people nowadays are just, well, especially myself. I've always had a pretty low attention span. This is what makes this game so fun. Basically, if I find a lot of zones, anywhere I look, if I'm like, okay, that's a boring animal, look, oh, there's another one, look, oh, there's another one. And that's kind of strange, because usually, like, if people are like, I can't do a great one grind, I have a short attention span. Sure, you can't do a great one grind. Look at me go. I'm always into it, because I want to see what level the animal is, you know? Wonder what the next one will be. Oh, what about the next one? Ooh, it's the mystery that keeps me in it. Like, if somebody actually went into the code and figured out how to spawn great ones, sure, I might try it and see if it actually works. But that's about it. I'd rather keep it a mystery and not know. I'm pretty convinced that I haven't figured out that to an extent. Now, I'm not sure exactly how they choose the number to spawn, but I think it has to do with the number of animals that score in the top 10% of their score, like of their possible score. No, sorry, top 25%, excuse me. Yeah, top 25. I'm just trying to think about Fallow. So I think that great ones have a chance of spawning and within their top 25 from a respawn. Keep in mind, this is from a respawn of an animal that's oh my god, look at the size of that moose. Sheesh me. I bet he's not even a diamond, and that will just look see. Another reason why I HM. So we have a monster back here. And it looks like there was a female here. Oh, there's another male somewhere here. Where did I find this zone for? Right here. So it appears that this might be a good zone. I need to come back and look though, so we're not marking it. No confirmation. Not sure I really want to hunt this zone. But yeah, there's a good moose. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm thoroughly convinced that the 25% rule, top 25 of the estimate, applies only to level 5s. Now, for bears and of course there's always gonna be a tiny bit of RNG, but for bears and whitetail I have no comment on, because I thoroughly think that it's purely RNG, and every single kill you have a random chance of spawning a great one, and that's it, like a certain percent, and bang, that's it. But just because the grinds are pretty consistent with them, you know, you get into it, start popping at around the same number. Oh, there's a moose there. Another zone. The female. How are you just alarmed? I'm literally about to high-five you. I'm convinced that for any animal that goes up to level 5 that has a great one, top 25%, basically if that animal scores within the top 25% of other animals on your map, well, of the max score. So let's say max score for Fallow is 270, right? Assuming that, I don't know, 25%. Let's say about 190 or higher. Anything that scores 200 or higher, basically. I might have to, I'll do an actual math thing for it if I want to, but This is just a little guesstimate. I know there's a certain percentage, right? I think it's top 25% though. If it scores somewhere in there, then it counts. This is what I thoroughly think happens for level 5. I think that there's a predetermined number that you get RNG'd at the beginning. Like every single time a great one is dead off your map, you get RNG'd to new numbers, but I think. So, okay. The reason why I think this is because I have never spawned one great one with another one on the map. But that's why I think that as soon as one great one spawns, you get RNG's a new number. And anytime a deer scores in that top 25%, I'm convinced that counts towards your number. So, for example, my number of top 25 scoring for my last grind might have been 47. I don't know. 47 sounds like a good number to pick. Random number, right? Just random generation. And so I'd have to shoot 47 to score over 200 or whatever it is. I think it's probably a little higher than that. I bet it's like 230, but I bet it's a little higher than that. You have to shoot. Oh, wait, did I say? I said 47. Yeah, I have to shoot 47 that are over that. Now, that's over the span of, like, many kills, little kills, all that. So, that's probably what picked it up to my 300 number. That's why I think HM affects level 5 so much more. Because you hit this predetermined number. This is just what I think happens. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of other theories, but I literally think this is exactly what it is. Because that's the only reason that makes sense why it works. HM works well for level 5s and nothing else. Is that there's a predetermined number that you get RNG'd when you first open a map for how many kills how many max level animals have to be picked up. Well, not max level. Top 25% animals have to be picked up to spawn a great one. I just period think that. That applies. Oh, there's another one. I think that applies to everything, but I'm not surprised that moose don't spook so easy. Like, I'm 24 meters away from that thing. It applies to every species except for whitetail, and I feel like that's true, but and I feel like the level 9 species, their numbers are a little higher, is what I feel like, because you'll notice that most grinds are long. But I think that's how great ones spawn, is that there's a predisposed number and you have to shoot a certain amount of the high level animal. But we'll start counting is what we'll do. And we'll see. We'll start counting every single fallow we see that scores over 220. And we'll see if my theory holds true. I think it might, believe it or not. I'm thoroughly convinced that it might hold true. And now let's do the premature assumption that I get about 1 per run. Well, maybe 2 or 3. What in the world? Attentive, bang. Another zone. There's some more. There's all females. Sweets. But yeah. Let's assume. I'll count. I'll start counting. We'll get something started. I can tell you though, I think I spawned 2 of those every single run. So that's about 1 every 10 kills. So we can maybe more like 1 every 7 kills. That'll probably score. We'll see. We'll do 1 run before we start counting is what we'll do. And we'll see if my whole predisposed number theory is correct. Ooh, actually, this might be even better. I think it's gold or higher, you can respawn great ones. That's probably a more accurate way to describe it. I think that might be it. And we'll see the predisposed number. We'll count. I'm not going to count how many golds are higher. You'll know. I'll try and keep a relative number, relative judgment. And we'll see how things line up. If it shakes out to be what I think it's going to be, I think that the relative number is your total number of kills for that grind divided by 6. I know this is an insane theory. I'm going deep here. I don't know where I got this from, but it sounds pretty good, don't it? But that's how I think the level 5 great ones work. But we can test this on moose as well. We can go across the board. But I thoroughly think that's why people that do HM get insanely fast grinds. I need to, I don't know, I haven't grinded whitetail, or I have grinded red deer, and I can say that regardless, they're a pain in the butt. To get a great one out of it, at least. Oh my lordy lord. Look at all the solo. Whoa. It's possible, you know. That right there, I think that there's probably be two. There's gonna be two here, and there's one solo, but we can definitely go ahead and add that one to the map. Wow, I just realized there's 3 zones here. That this one has big ones, this one has big ones, and this one has big ones. We might be able to get some going. But yeah, I'm thoroughly convinced that there's a whole automatically set number of big animals that you have to shoot and kill. Okay, so it looks like we have 3 nice moose there and 1 female. Could just be a really wonky herd zone, but I sure hope that's what it is. These are more groups. They're not even herds, they're groups. That should lead us right up here. Look at that. 15 more minutes of this. Yeah, I don't really like the zone finding. I don't mind herd management, but the worst to me is still solos, because you feel like you're getting somewhere, you shoot 2 or 3 solos on your map, and you reset the game and you're like, wait a minute. Now I'm missing 4 zones, not 3. Serious? It just ends up like that. Alright, let's check right here, because last time I checked here, I found another zone. I haven't found another 2 zones. But yeah, I have this huge theory for how great would spawn. And if it's true, then hey, guess what? I'm gonna call that the Ronnie referendum, or the Ronnie reflection, or I don't know, what does a referendum mean? I don't know. I'll find another word for a theory. Ronnie's great. Oh my god, what in the world? Forgot about this. Like, how many whitetail can you squeeze in one zone? Ronnie's ranking great one theory. I don't know. I am truly convinced that there's a coyote. That's probably the male. That's probably the female. Wish I could see what level, but I can't from here. No, I really am thoroughly convinced that I have it figured out to an extent. I need to give it a couple more grinds, though, probably, before I can confirm it. And if what I'm saying is even slightly true, I'll be stoked. Moose. Moose. No idea what are in those moose zones. Nah, we're not gonna... I'm not gonna do this anymore. I don't want to. Let's do one more run of whitetail and we'll be done. I mean, whitetail, shoot. Fallow. I just want to see what the respawn was from the great one. Sorry, I have to open up a new tab. Save this. I don't need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 zones already that are possible shooters. Just trying to make it to where I can, you know, pick and choose what I want. That's why I always make a map and just pick any color you want. That's gonna be your neutral color. Honestly, I feel like black isn't a good color, because if it's like Silver Ridge Peaks and one of the black bear zones really close to a mountain, it might be hard to see or whatever. For me, my color is yellow. Stands out like a sore thumb. I do yellow first for the I think these are good zones. Then I go back and do red for the these are not good zones. I was lied to by the map. And the look at that. 2 monsters. It just happens when you shoot great ones. See, that one in the front probably qualifies for the number I'm talking about. That one in the back, maybe, depending upon. Like, that one is definitely qualified. Any big animals of that species, whether they're diamond or not. Or maybe it could. It's definitely not a certain number of diamonds, because... What in the world? That is cursed. I just opened up the map and it showed Leighton. Okay. You do you, game. See if it's still cursed. Yeah, it's still cursed. Now it's not. What do you... I think the respawn's like a 2. So it always is... Nope, nope, it's a big... Okay. It's consistent to be a tiny deer every time. And this zone always gets messed up, too, every time. I spawn a great one, the zone always messes up. Then once it starts to get consistent, again, I spawn another great one, and it gets messed up. Like, I'm missing a deer now. I think that was the one that was there before. That one definitely... Let's see what this scores. Yeah, 200 and up probably counts, I think. For that number. Let's just get a little idea of how many we're getting per run, and we can do math at the end. Yeah, it's just... missing one now. It's like it's swapped into a solo, which actually might be happening. Let's see, we'll look around. If it is happening, we'll have to fix it somehow, some way. But I don't mind as long as it keeps popping in with a great one, you know? I'll take it any day. I don't mind at all. That's still so interesting to me that whenever we spawn a great one in a zone, the zone does not produce well for the next like 2 rounds. That's number 2. We're gonna keep a track of the ones that are close to 220 or higher. All right, and then in a minute here, I'm gonna hop off, guys, because I still have a little bit of work left to do. Like real people work, not computer work. This is what I call computer work, because you know it's technically my little side gig, but you know it's also kind of fun and relaxing. It's not, it doesn't really feel like work. See, this zone's missing a deer as well now. It's just usually what happens right before. Like, for me, it's weird. People are always like, my zones are inconsistent right before a great one. Well, if I'm spawning them like sub 500, then my zones are never going to be consistent. So, but I've noticed that for whatever reason, the zone over there that I keep spawning them in, the deer's not there, then it's like it means I just spawned a great one or just came off a great one. It's consistently terrible after I spawn great ones. How about that? It used to be a consistent zone when I had a great one down here. Another thing that I truly believe is that a great one zone is predetermined. That's why that's what really like told me that the number of kills is predetermined. Number of big kills specifically, because that would explain why HM affects it. I'm set on this theory now, because literally, like, if this great one hadn't been predisposed to be here and been here, it would have been here in 500 kills or so. Like, even without HM, maybe 1,000 tops, but like I was doing HM then. Like I was starting it, but I was still doing it, you know? Like I still had a good amount of a fair amount of See, this is what's happening. Because one of these deer was not here last rotation, so that means one of these two are bouncing between them. That's what it is. I think it was this one that wasn't here. So it's like, okay, I'm figuring it out. And that's why I have 3 to shoot over here instead of 2. Because I should have a small 3 somewhere in here too, as well. A 4, that's a 2, that's a 4. Maybe I shot that small 3 on accident. Maybe another theory. Anyway, one of these used to be a small 3, and I used to just blast 2 out of here. But I think I might have that part up. Splat, boy. This grind is pretty efficient when I'm not like trying to figure out what's going on. Usually, like, this is a slow run. Already, it's a slow run. Usually about 5 minutes in, I'm usually picking up my kills from one of these. So I'm still behind an entire zone. I'm just trying to figure out what's the big deal. Because I'm just trying to analyze the game. Makes it a little more fun too, like great one grinding, when you think, okay, well, I'm doing this for the purpose of great one. Trying to figure it all out for the once I do figure it out, I'm gonna be popping great ones, all species. Well, maybe not of all. There's a 5. Let's go. There's a 4. That is definitely gonna count towards my total. I bet that might be the first time into this grind as well. Yeah. be fair, I think we're like just over 30 kills, which is about right. Because last grind, it was 1 dime every 32, I think. The first HM grind that I had that was only 100 kills, it was like 1 every 19 because I spawned like 4. Okay. Double splat, boy. Let's go. Let's actually go. Oh, it might be a troll though. I get so many trolls. I feel like I spawn a 5 every 2 runs, and most of the time it trolls. But that definitely counts to the big, towards the big bucks counter. So that's 3. Wait, that's 4. I shot a really nice one at the last zone. 4. That's 4. So now I see why I might be spawning on lower kill counts, because I'm shooting so many big bucks as well. That looks like a troll to me. Oh, it's a dime. Sweet! Alrighty. Let's go, boy. I got it. That's the first dime of the grind. That's the first dime. And not a bad one either. That definitely gonna count to the big bucks counter. Okay. That one's definitely gonna count as well. Dude, I want a typical rag great one now so bad. Like, just, that kind of looks like the typical rack a little bit from that angle that it was on, but now it doesn't. Oh my gosh. And most of the time when I spot great ones, because I just instinctively do this, I hit a deer, look up at the number quick, and glance away. So whenever I see the 10 fabled is when I freak out. I don't even see, like, the deer. So if I spot one and have a late reaction, that's exactly why. Because I'm just in that grind mode where I just quickly pop, take a look at the number, and shoot. If the number's a 5, I take a look at the score. If it's a troll, I shoot with the 300. If it's not, I change. Well, guaranteed troll. But I don't know. I think I had 1-4 that made diamond, but it was like 250.6 or something like that. And I wasn't gonna tax it anyways, and I had blasted it with 300, so I ruined it. But I wasn't gonna tax it anyways, so I think I did actually count that one for the diamond counter. Just because I didn't know it was going to make it, you know. If it was a 5, I would have shot it with the other one and gotten it as a dime. So, because I'm just keeping stats, I honestly don't care. People are like, you can't record it if you mess it up. Well, if you mess it up, yeah. But if it was an accident, like in my case, exactly then, if I just didn't know that it was going to be a diamond, then, like, if it was a 5, I would have taken more care not to mess it up on purpose. Basically, if I mess one up on purpose, like if I mess a great one up on purpose, it's still going to the great one counter. Like, come on now. Ain't part of the game. I care about what it would have scored if I messed it up on purpose. Now, if I mess it up on accident and say I messed it up, then I messed it up. But usually I'll say that might be a dime, but let's see. That means I shot it with the 300 and it may score diamond, but probably not. So there you go. That's a little bit of how I keep track of those things. But I'm thoroughly convinced on my theory now. I'm convincing myself talking about it, which is kind of strange. I'm glad that's still a 2. That zone was always miserable because it was never, what is it? Dude, how many zones am I grinding anyways? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 8, and then I have 9. Yeah, I'm still grinding 10. I was grinding 11 zones then. Golly. I'm not nearly close. I'm not at all near that 28 kills per run now. I'm somewhere right at the 2019 mark. Probably 19 or 18, because that one kill, that one grind that I got 26 most rotations was before my first great one, and it was like zones were very consistent. But now they get all choppy with my short grinding self. This zone's it's so dear to me because it doesn't spawn the biggest, but like I swear all of my, like, I've spawned one of every single rare here except for the albino. The albino was a special case. That's also something else I noticed. You always spawn a trophy the run before or 2 runs before your great one. Always you spawn them in close proximity. That's why when I usually spawn a trophy or something, whether I'm on stream or off stream, I might end after I spawn a trophy. I usually just shoot one more rotation through, because then I'll find, because like that's happened to me. This, like Not this last great one. This last great one was a total surprise. There was no sign at all. Like, my grind started to get efficient again after about 100 kills after the last one, and it just popped, and I was like, wait a minute. I haven't been spawning many dimes, is that why? But the one, my 100 kill one, I spawned a Mela in the same zone, and that was a respawn from it. So, there you go. I swear my theory has got to be dead on. And even if it's not dead on per se, even if it's still wrong, well, it probably is wrong. You know, it's a theory. But it's a good explanation. Very good explanation for, oh my god, I keep on hitting T instead of R. I don't want to type. I have nobody to type to right now. I'm not doing a multiplayer video. Alright, and that'll be that for the day. Yeah. Appreciate y'all hanging around with us. We got us a great one Fallow today, which is pretty sweet. And, yeah. Hope to see you guys in the next stream. There's the schedule popped up on the screen. And, yeah. Hope y'all have a fantastic day. And let's get ready for the next one. And hopefully we spawn the great one on stream this time. Please, please, pretty, please, pretty, please. Lord, 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 pretty, please, pretty, please. Anyways, have a wonderful day. Peace.